Okay, so what I'm doing here, kind of dug this trench. This is some old piece of sidewalk I had from around my house. I'm just using this as kind of a base. It doesn't have to be really level per se because I'm just stacking rocks on top of it. I do have the pit over here to put the metal beam in, which is going to come up, and I'll show you putting that in. I've got to drill some holes, and then I'm going to pour concrete all the way over here, and then as I put rocks, my first layer of rocks will just sit on here, and I'm going to pour a bunch of pump concrete on top of it to kind of sit it in and then back bear it. So I put these in here because the rocks are mostly about this wide, so I kind of wanted this kind of the footing for the wall. So I'm just using these pieces because I have enough to go all the way down that wall. So then the cement should overlap it and go from there, give me a little bit more stability in what I'm trying to do. So next, I just have to get that steel beam in there and get that concreted in, and then we can start putting out a couple of the rocks a few feet down or whatever and go from there. Alright, what I've done with these, I've just used some regular J-bolts. But normally you'd put them in your concrete to support things, but I'm putting 4 in there, going in both different directions, and I'm going to fill it up to here with concrete so they're buried in it, so this thing doesn't move forward or back or side to side, so it's more solid on it. So I'll kind of show you my pattern on that one of how I have it, where I have 2 bolts on each side, one coming in from the back. Then on this other side, it's the same thing. I got one on the top, one on the bottom, and then the other offset ones on that side. And I put this beam in this way, so the channel's on this side, so it'll support my rocks in between here. And then I can build my rock wall out this way, and it'll kind of support the side to side bit with it as well. So now I just have to mix the concrete and put it in. Got my trusty cement mixer. Sucker never dies. Been sitting around outside for 15 years and still works like a charm. All right, we got it done. It's not too late at night. Certainly a lot cooler than it was today. That's why I'm doing it at night, because it was 105 today. I don't like moving big heavy beams and cement and stuff in the hot sun. Maybe I'm lazy, or maybe I'm weak. I don't know, I'm still sweating like crazy. Anyway, now we just gotta wait for it to dry, and then I can start doing the pile of rocks and get that big huge pile of rocks out of my way. See this pile? It's been there for like 7 years waiting for this wall to get done. There's this pile here, there's another huge pile over there. So hopefully I can get this one out and get this wall started. So keep plugging along. as usual, I got a little over anxious and started working and forgot to pull out the camera. So just kind of show you what I did. I chopped down all these trees that we had back in here and took down the fence so I can extend my brick wall or my stone wall all the way across. So now I just have to chop up the logs here, get them out of the way, and then hopefully get my Mini X up and running again for a little bit so I can dig out the stumps and then continue digging my trench across so I can keep that bottom base wall, because I have to get the base wall in, and once I get that done, then I can just keep piling along on the top and then build it up, see how high I can get before I run out of rocks. So anyway, start chopping some wood, my favorite thing to do. Okay, so I finished trenching this all. I put down that base of the old sidewalk that I had. So I got that white sidewalk base. Now I'm going to start putting down the stones just on top of that, so then I can pour the cement on top and kind of bond it all together. So I'll kind of show you what I have. It'll go out all the way along here, and I should bond it into the neighbor's building right there to give it structure and stability on that side. I put in the metal posts as well, so that these can give more up and down support. They're tucked underneath the cement blocks. So like this one, it's under the cement blocks. That's pretty solid. It'll keep it from sliding one way or another. It'll just stabilize a little bit more. I figured that'd help. So anyway, I'm gonna start putting all the rocks in and laying it across here. Okay, I'm going to show you where we're at so far on the wall. We've got pretty much the whole base layer in from there to there. And when I say base layer, I mean my wider bottom, which is all cement and spreads out a little bit. So it kind of goes out like this at the bottom, and then it'll come up to the wall, which will give it more of a balance and stuff. So I'll show you that real fast. So I've just got to attach it in, finish that back part up against the wall, put a few lag bolts into the wall so it stays, and then I've got it all the way over to there. What I'm going to be working on today is right down here. So these pins, I've got a couple of these. What these are going to end up being is the pin for, see if I can zoom in on it for you here. Okay, so this is the pin for the gate. The hinge will sit on top of that and the gate will be able to swing open. I'll put 3 of these at each level. So I'll have 3 of these in that'll go from one here, and then one up at the top. So I can make my medieval gate. So it'll be able to swing open good. I wanted to bury this back into the cement so the wall would hold it really nice and there's less chance of it breaking out. So I've kind of got the rock built around it, and I'm going to pour cement on top of it, put another rock over here on this side to build it up there nice. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the wall build for now. Otherwise this video is gonna be like 5 or 6 hours long, so we'll just cap it for now and then we'll get started on the next part. Pretty much we've just finished the base and what I started with. I don't know if I explained it very good in the first one. So I dug my trench and then I had a bunch of old sidewalk, chunks of sidewalk cement, and I just took that sidewalk cement and I put it on the bottom, and then I put the rocks on top of that, and I put the steel posts kind of in between it. So I put the things together, and then the steel posts have a T on the bottom, so I mean you'd have to move the whole wall to get these suckers to move anyway. So I did that, and then I just stacked the rocks on top of it, and I used main cement for the inside part of it to really bond it together. And like I said, I started wide and I'm slowly moving up to skinny, so the wall should end up being about 1.5 to 2 foot. Probably not 2 foot, probably 1.5 feet wide the whole way up. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the first part of this build. Be exciting to see the rest of it as we go. Hopefully I get it done within the next 5 years, we'll see. But little by little, that's the way I roll, that's what I do. So thanks for sticking around. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy what you've seen today. And always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.